Look at that. Okay, you probably can't really see us very well. It's very dark. It's just after 7 in the morning. Where are we?
Benmore.
Benmore. We're at the base of Benmore on the Isle of Mull. There's 3 Benmores. We're on the one in the Isle of Mull. And we're going to be trying to get up to the top of Benmore this morning. Hopefully the sun comes up soon and we get a bit more light. But it is a beautiful morning. It was really chucking it down, but right now it's completely still. So, let's get cracking. Okay, it's only a few minutes after we left the car already. It's getting lighter because you can see me. You literally just come through that gate there after the end of the track, a little bit of grass through gate, turn immediately right. There's a path you'll see to your right. Here it is, there's Fiona.
Hi.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Of the morning?
It's lovely. I'm hoping that it's going to stay like this, but the forecast says nah.
Yeah, the forecast says nah. Truer words were never spoken. So over there you've got the Isle of Ulva, which we thought about visiting on this Mull trip, but we just don't have time. Mull is a beautiful island. We highly recommend it. Look at that. Just beautiful morning for now. Right, let's get cracking. Beautiful set of waterfalls. Not far up. Here comes Fiona. What views this morning. Dog is loving it. Okay, onwards and upwards. Okay, so right there is where the waterfall is. You can see it there on the left. We showed you a picture from just there. It's best to follow this fence line. Some people climb over this fence, but it's getting in really rough shape. If you go down to there, not very far, just 30 seconds, there's a gate, which is also in rough shape, but it's a gate. So you can cross there and then come back along here to follow the path up. So, much better than ruining an already weak fence. So we're just following the burn all the way up. I think it's in the Clag somewhere up there, Benmore. But check out this view. Absolutely lovely. It's really mucky all the way up. I mean, it's not a problem, but it is mucky. Allegedly, it dries out a bit further up. So we'll catch up with you there. Don't know if the camera's picking that out, but there's this beautiful pink of the sun reflecting off the clouds, and then you can see it reflecting again in the water. Lovely. There certainly is something awesome about getting up this early in the morning. So that is Benmore there. We are 90% sure. We were just chatting about that. The only challenge we have is we're on the left of this burn that goes all the way down to where the car is. And we need to cross over to the right, and I would say currently it's in spate from last night's rain. So we'll just, I think we'll just keep going up until it's small enough that we can cross it. Whew. Nice, but lengthy and boggy so far. But what a day so far. Weather's supposed to be rubbish later. No sun, all cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not going to claim itself.
It's certainly not.
No. All right, let's go. Yeah, so as feared, the river is most definitely high, I would say, in spate. It's a lovely wee spot here, but The other crossing option is up there quite a bit. So we need to sort of climb out of here and hike further on up so we can cross up there. Maybe we can, who knows? I just don't want to risk getting totally soaked or worse, slipping and falling, banging our heads or something. All right. So we've come out of the gully where the burn is. Can't really cross it down there, and we came out to this. Look at that. Sun hitting the other side of the loch. Just beautiful. So we had to climb back up the side here. Came all the way up there. Had to climb up the side here. We're gonna have to find somewhere further up if we can cross this at all. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so we came along that narrow path and the river widens here, so it's instead of one big crossing, it's like lots of smaller ones. Shall we give it a go? We're gonna give it a go. First one out the way. Come on. I think this looks like the next one here, and then there, because here it's split into two. Fiona surveying the land. Oh, she might have found a spot. She gonna go for it? Hey, show off. Dog's eager to go. Right. I might put the camera away so I don't fall. Just lovely. Oh. Dog's across, tied to me, of course, which makes it tricky. Okay, I think we have to go across right here where the dog is. Okay. How you doing? Okay. So, whoa, dog's pulling weight storm. Okay, do you want me to go over first? Okay, so I'm just gonna swing my legs over here and to there. There we go. Difference is, I got big swingy legs. Okay. Way, nicely done. Well done, darling. Right, so we got to remember this place for the way back, because if it does rain this afternoon when we're on our way back down, we won't want to go further down and try to cross, because otherwise we're going to be on this side all the way down to the road. And I don't think there's a path. Okay, that's good. We made it across. Now it's just a bit of a slog up to the summit.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
She's ready. Let's go. So, you just keep following the path, or as we're experiencing today, after last night's heavy rains, we just keep following the river. It's very, very wet, but views are just stunning. And so far today, the weather's been great. Bit of cloud over here, clear over here. Fingers crossed that we get this as much as we can. Dear, do you need a mind your way?
I put my foot down on something that I shouldn't have.
Was it a small creature?
Oh.
That last bit up here was really mucky. Here comes Fiona. Wow. Like that was really, really, really wet. But we look like we're transitioning into the second half of this mountain, which is drier and rockier. Fingers crossed, because I think we're both a bit tired of the wet. But the clag, as you can see behind me, is starting to come in, but over there is still blue sky, so who knows what we'll see. Okay, should we keep going? We just stopped, like literally right down there in those rocks for some sandwiches in the clag, and we were commenting that there's no views. And 30 seconds after we set off, the clag starts coming and going, and we see a little bit of blue sky. So we're over halfway, and we're just going to keep slow and steady going up here. Okay, so we came up there, sort of levels out a bit. It's mostly pathless. Just a little bit here. What you're aiming for, other than the summit in behind in the clag, wasn't in the clag a moment ago, but you're aiming for this cairn. And we'll see where to go once we get to this cairn. Right. Okay. I think through the gloom I see a path over there, but it's tough to say. But that certainly looks like a path. Could be a river. We'll tell you when we get there. Ugh. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yeah, that sure looks like path. Okay. Well, let's keep going. There's the summit just with a little bit of cloud still on it. Okay, so we've come up from there. It's a bit rocky, a little steep, nothing to be too worried about. There's the path, I don't know if you can see it over there. We stuck to the grass, which I think was the right thing to do. It was less steep and not too tough. The rock looked a little slippery and slidey, but now there's a very clear defined path, and you can see the cairns. We can see two of them here, and I think I see a third. So apparently there's just a line of cairns up to the top. So that's where we're headed. Okay, we'll check in, maybe on the summit, unless we see something else that we think might be important. I see the summit. You see it? Storm, this way. Away from the edge. You goofy dog. Storm, this way. that's the summit. I think the summit's still a ways over there. How disappointing. Well, the rain, can't even call it rain, it was like water, wasn't it? It was just hitting us from the side, more or less sort of southwestish. And it was relentless, and it just stopped a wee while ago. So we're soaking wet, but we're still in cloud, as you can see. What do you think, Storm? Can't call this the summit, I'm afraid. Come on, let's go. No, this way. Come on, back on the path. Okay. That was so disappointing. There are almost tears in my eyes there. Here's hoping this is it. Wow. It's quite a cool summit. Oh yeah. Here we are. Monroe number 50 for us. Ben Moore, how do you feel, darling?
Gosh, that was a slog.
That was a slog, wasn't it? I think we're both a bit speechless. You can see the fabulous views of the inside of a cloud. Now, this is a rather large shelter cairn. That's brilliant. So we'll probably take a few moments here. Hang on. We'll take a few moments here, get our photos. I don't know, it's not raining. Maybe we sit in the shelter and have a wee sandwich again. But yeah, we're pretty wet. We're pretty wiped. Anything to add?
I think that about says it all.
Excellent, that says it all. All right. We'll catch up with you later. Just on the descent, very windy. Just follow the cairns down. Nothing complicated so far. Through a stone gate. Okay, there we go. That's us. Just come down off the rocky stuff. See a couple of I think German guys just going up there. So this time we came up over here. We followed a path that was well used, that sort of went up this way, and we ended up by going around there. This time, because it's very clearly to see on the way down, we're going to try and follow the path that's on OS maps, which probably is a bit more popular, but when we crossed the river it was this other path that was very, very clear, and it was actually fine up until just down here sort of disappeared. And yeah, so we're going to see, we can't go down that way, see if it's any different. We've got to make sure we cross the river at the same point that we cross the river on the way up, because of the burn, because anything lower down is going to be a mess. All right, let's get going. So we are almost back to where we crossed the river, which was right down there, approximately center of the picture. So when we came up here, and we sort of went up over this way, sort of following the path up there. If you stay to the left, you get to go up the path that we've just come down, which certainly is the more common path.
Yeah, if I was doing it again, that's absolutely the way I would go. I didn't enjoy the other way.
Which is really funny, because I was just saying, oh, I think the other path would have been easier to go down. I'm glad we went up it. So we both completely disagree on that. So find your own path. We can't give you any advice. All right, let's get going. I'm dying for a sandwich and maybe a hot chocolate. Okay, all right. Okay, I think that's us for the day. We're just over the water. We managed to get over. Same place we went up. The next stop is the car.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
I think we'll sign off here.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, and let us know in the comments below which way you liked better, my way or Fiona's way. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.